It's July 29th, JLD here, and welcome to MSTR. Today, in this show, I'll talk about the 21 truths of Bitcoin. We'll talk about the earnings call that is just in a couple days. Exciting times ahead. Also, I have what I personally consider the biggest no-brainer financial decision of my life. We'll see how it works out, but I'll break it down for you. Also, a little announcement. I've decided for the time being and for the foreseeable future, I am going to turn off monetization of these videos. I still will have BitIRA as my sponsor, but I'm turning off the YouTube monetization for people that don't have YouTube Premium. Hopefully, this is going to be a big positive for you. If you're one of those people that are really excited about this, let me know in the comments because I want to know that this is important to you, that I am walking away from money to deliver hopefully a better experience for the non-YouTube premium members. And nothing in this video is financial advice for sure. Hit that like button to support and let's dive on in to the 21 truths of Bitcoin by Michael Saylor. Let's just break it down. Bitcoin is an ideology. It's a protocol. It's an asset. It's a network. It's immaculate. It's ethical. It's a commodity. It's a digital commodity. It's digital scarcity. It's digital gold. It's digital money. It's perfect money. It's legitimate. It's corporate. It's global. It's immortal. It's digital energy. It's a digital energy network, digital economic system. It's a digital defense system, and it is an emerging star system. These are the 21 truths of Bitcoin. If you haven't seen the Michael Saylor video on this, just search it in YouTube. It's amazing. Now, this is something that I really want to just be very clear again. I've already said it once, but I'm going to say it again now. This is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. But listen, I watched the Stretch video presentation by Fong Li and Michael Saylor. I really do believe them that they are going to financially engineer Stretch to $100 and then keep it there. So when I saw that right now it's trading under the symbol MCSTP, at least on Fidelity, this is where I got it. This is Microsoft Series A Preferred. This is Stretch. It will eventually, the symbol will change, I'm sure, to STRC, just like their other instruments. But right now, because the IPO just happened, it's trading at MCSTP. I went ahead and bought because I was shocked. I was disappointed I couldn't get into the IPO at $90. And I'm like, wait a second, I can buy below $90. For some reason, it's down there. So I bought a big bag at $88.98 because I truly believe that in short order, this is going to $100. I don't believe this is going to $110 because I do believe they're going to keep it at a float of somewhere between 99 and 101. That's the goal that I took away from the presentation from Michael Saylor and Fong Li. So I think personally, this is the easiest 10, 12% that I'm going to ever be able to lock in, while, by the way, I'm earning $9 a share. So I'm essentially earning an effective yield of over 10% to buy this and just hold this and just wait for it to go to $100. So I jumped all over this. I know a couple of people like Dan Hillary and Brian Brookshire, people who I follow on X, they jumped on it as well. I mean, I believe personally it's inevitable this is going to $100. And again, this is not going to $200. But I do believe it's going to $100. That is the goal of the product. That is the purpose of the product. And then it is going to be pegged there. This is a monthly payout of $9 per share. So buying at this range, you're getting over 10% yield, which to me is such a no-brainer. So I'm going to be honest with you right now. I sold my Strife. I bought Stretch because to me, this feels like a better move for at least the short term. Now, if this goes up to 100 and maybe Strife trades down a little bit, I might flip it back over because I don't think this is ever going to go over 100 in any significant form. But man, to me, it was such a no-brainer. I just had to allocate. I have no idea what's going to happen. Nobody does. Not financial advice. But again, I am going to post this when it gets to 100 because I personally feel like it's inevitable. You can search the symbol MCSTP. Check it out yourself. I would definitely watch the Michael Saylor Fong Li Stretch video first. You can just find it on, if you just search the strategy actual X handle. If you just go to strategy on X, they have posted that video that was a few days ago. Great video overall. I loved it. Okay, let's keep moving on. Strategy wants us to join their upgraded Q2 earnings call to learn our Bitcoin strategy and how Stretch is transforming credit and savings, partnering with Bitcoin Magazine and Bitcoin for Corp. I believe that if it's not at $100 by this time, by the way, Stretch, that this earnings call will definitely push it to $100 due to demand. So July 31st, 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. So 1 hour presentation with a 30-minute live Q&A with Bitcoin and Wall Street analysts. So this is, to me, must watch television, must watch content. I will be here with bells on. I might even do a live stream right afterwards so we can kind of maybe have a little conversation about how we feel the actual presentation went, how the earnings call went. So if you want to have a 6:30 p.m. ET chat, go ahead and put in the comments below. Just put live Q&A. If you just put live Q&A in the chat, I'll know that there's some interest in it. If there's at least 50 to 100 people that put that in the chat, then I'll go ahead and look to do something like that at around 6:30 p.m. excuse me, ET on July 31st. So we can just kind of talk about what happened with the earnings call, have a good conversation. So I guess there's two kind of calls to action now. Number one, let me know if you bought Stretch under MCSTP, the ticker symbol. If you did, I'm just curious because I want you to win with me. And again, I think it's going to, but who knows? And then number two, the call to action is, do you want this live Q&A? And some of you might be a yes to both. So we'll see. So let's go. So Adrian says, MSTR, Strike, Strife, Stride, and Stretch. Why the strategy preferred offerings are such powerful levers. They provide Bitcoin yield, Bitcoin per share, and Bitcoin torque. So these are the preferred stock ATM equity offering IPOs. This is Strike, Strife, Stride, and Stride. They all turn into a Bitcoin purchase. Of course, Stretch turned into a $2.5 billion purchase. That's like 21,000 plus Bitcoin. And that will be likely revealed this coming Monday. So 6 days from now. That's probably when they'll announce the exact purchase. And this turns into Bitcoin yield. This turns into Bitcoin per share and Bitcoin torque. For who? For us, the MSTR equity holders. Love it. Okay, documenting Saylor wants us to forget all-time highs and focus on yearly lows. Bitcoin's lowest price each year keeps rising. I thought this was important because if you just look even back to 2015, every year, except of course for 1 year, 2021, and this was after a halving year, Bitcoin's lowest price has risen. It's gone up. And of course, in 2025 so far, 75K is the lowest. And I can't imagine that being breached this year. But, who knows? Time will tell. There's always black swan events. But this, to me, this is why Bitcoiners keep winning. Because no matter when you buy, as long as you hold, you win. Documented Saylor says, everything below Bitcoin is risk. And I so believe that. I mean, here's Bitcoin. It's just, to me, it's nothing in life is completely without risk. But the reality is, the lower you go down this pyramid, the more risky you get. Stocks, real estate. I luckily have dumped all my real estate except for the house that I live in, and gone right up into here. I've went sale, boop. Fiat crypto, of course, is the most risky down here. Fiat's just going down. Crypto, 1% is probably going to crush it, and then 99% is going to absolutely get crushed if history repeats itself. HODL 15 Capital has expected Bitcoin buys in the next few weeks, and this is just insane. 21,000 by MSTR. That's the Stretch IPO, which settles on 7/29, which is actually today. 8,000 from Marathon, 6,500 from SEP, 6,500 from Assist, 4,200 from CCCM, Naka 6,500. CEPO at 13,000. These are big numbers. And that's why the market didn't overreact to an 80,000 Bitcoin sale. It just absorbed it with a 4% little drop down and then back to the mean. We're already back over 118,000. Just like that. The Bitcoin therapist says BlackRock has accumulated 740,000 Bitcoin in the last 18 months. Strategy has accumulated 400,000 Bitcoin in the last 12 months. These two entities alone have accumulated over 100,000 Bitcoin. We are only at 118,000. Do you understand what happens next? Again, that is 121 of the supply. It's absolutely insane. That's just in the past 18 months here. Man. I thought this was a great post from Documenting Saylor. Bitcoin demand is skyrocketing. You can see the actual exchange reserves is just plummeting. It's literally plummeting. I mean, look at this was just March. of 2024. And look what's been happening. It's just been plummeting down. What's been happening to the ETF holdings, skyrocketing up. We know what's going to happen. Pop goes the weasel. Documenting Saylor says 100% Bitcoin, multiple colors, one mission, hodl forever. So this is just if you were ever questioning what Michael Saylor's portfolio was. Let me break it down for you because there's a few things here. You see the big one is orange. That's all Bitcoin. The smaller one is blue. That's all Bitcoin. This little red one here, this little slice, that's all Bitcoin. This purple, green, and yellow, this is all Bitcoin. And so I hope you get where I'm going here. Michael Saylor holds Bitcoin. Have you ever heard of the one chair theory? Think about it right now. If you're sitting down, how many chairs are you sitting in? And that's going to come up on a video clip I have of Michael Saylor coming up right now. That clip and more. Enjoy.
But when you go all in on something, I would say that does take conviction. Now, your conviction might be
How many
coming from
chairs
first
are you sitting on
principles.
right now?
One.
Are you all in on the chair?
I am all in on the chair.
Like the point really is you put on one pair of glasses, you've got one pair of AirPods right now. You're looking at me through one screen. You're using one microphone. That's a one microphone. Like, you trust it? Is that conviction? Seems kind of scary. Why don't you diversify? Why don't you use 10 microphones? The point really is things in your life. Do you drive in 10 cars at the same time or one car at one time? Do you drive down one street? Aren't you afraid that you're driving down one street? Do you take a different way? You know? So my point really is, if you're you get on one airplane, are you convicted? You put your entire family on the one airplane, aren't you afraid? Ultimately, if you're a rational individual, when you use knives, do you have copper knives, wooden knives, steel knives, aluminum knives, rubber band knives, diamond knives, because you're afraid to commit to the right knife?
When it comes to my assets, diversification is key. I don't want to be over leveraged in any one thing. I mean, yes, I own MSTR and it makes up a large part of my portfolio, but I also own Bitcoin and always will. And now, thanks to my new sponsor, BitIRA, you can own Bitcoin in a tax-sheltered retirement account. BitIRA has been around for almost 10 years. As one of the trailblazers in alternative IRAs for crypto, they have built the world's most secure digital IRA. Here's why you'll love them. End-to-end insurance, highly secure storage, multi-encryption, and registered with the US government. And it's fully IRS compliant. If you have a 401k from an old employer or an IRA gathering dust and you'd rather have that retirement account converted to an IRA in Bitcoin, BitIRA will help you convert it free of taxes or penalties. Best of all, you can trade crypto within your retirement account without taxes incurred on any buys or sells. Just go to bitira.com/JLD and request a free info guide. Once you do that and open your IRA, you'll get a free ledger. Again, that's bitira.com/JLD to open a tax-sheltered IRA in Bitcoin.
What's up, MSTR Today viewers? Matt here from Bitcoin Magazine Pro, and just wanted to remind you all of the very, very special offer we have for you lovely viewers. For a very limited time, we're offering 20% off Bitcoin Magazine Pro site subscriptions, which will provide you access to exclusive charts, personalized indicator alerts, in-depth crypto interview reports, trading view indicators, API access, and a whole lot more. Just click the link in the show notes below and enter code MSTR at checkout. But do remember, this is a very limited time offer, so act fast if you don't want to miss out.
If you're a dentist and you make $200,000 a year in cash flow, you can buy 200,000 of Bitcoin every year for 20 years. And that's not a bad idea. You'll be the richest dentist on your block. But you can incorporate the dental practice, get it valued at 5 times cash flow, get $1 million value, sell 33% of it for $500,000, take the $500,000, invest in Bitcoin today, wait a year, raise another $500,000 at a double market cap, 2, 3, 4 times NAV, invest that, wait another year, raise $3 million, invest that. You'll be the first billionaire dentist on your block. And what did you do differently? You partnered with someone else and you cut them in. Right? That's what Strategy's done. That's what Metapoint has done. That's what Saylor is doing. You can do it. Entry point, because all of the risk has been stripped off the asset. Like, you pretty much know Wall Street's going to embrace it, the U.S. government's going to embrace it, and banks in the U.S. going to embrace it, which means that all the other banks will embrace it. You already know all those things, and yet the market is really skittish based upon concerns about tariffs, the disposition of the U.S. economy, the interest rate forward graph. And so you see the interest rates have pulled in 30, 40, 50 basis points. And we're in this macro risk off zone. When that flips, I think Bitcoin will rip forward with a vengeance.
Now, you said Wall Street's going to embrace it, and that is true, but still, it's limited. I've been talking to these RIAs here. Many of them are very interested in Bitcoin, but a lot of them have questions when I walk around and say, what do you want to hear from Michael Saylor? They say, well, we're still concerned about suitability issues. We still have issues about recommending them to our clients. This is still a real concern. What do you say to those who are still concerned about suitability?
The only asset endorsed by a president of the United States in 50 years is Bitcoin. I mean, go back in the last 200 years in the history of the country. And I think if you go to the founding fathers, they wrote in the Constitution that money is silver and gold coin. And then at some point, there was a chicken in every pot. And maybe with the founding of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, we endorsed everybody to single family home ownership. But in the 21st century, you have just one asset, Bitcoin. The president saying, don't sell your Bitcoin, saying more than that, saying the United States won't sell its Bitcoin. And so everything else you put your client into, if the US government seized any other security that you sold to a client, if they seized any collectible, any art, any real estate, they would sell it. The only thing that the US government won't sell if they are to seize it is Bitcoin. What's the second best? There is no second best.